In 1985, the Torrance Fine Arts Commission gave its first Fine Arts Award to the talented young pianist Amy Terashima. This year, 3 artists are being honored. One of these artists receiving an award for her contributions in dance is Dorothy LaSpina Turner. The Fine Arts Commission and the City of Torrance take great pleasure in awarding her excellence. Presenter of the award is Fine Arts Commissioner Paul Maddox.
The Torrance Fine Arts Commission awards a Fine Arts Award to citizens of Torrance for the advancement of the arts in Torrance. One of our recipients in the category of dance is Dorothy LaSpina. And this award is for her excellence in dance, choreography, and teaching. And Dorothy, I proudly present this award to you.
Thank you very much, Paul. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. For the award, and I've said this before millions of times in my lifetime, there are so many people to thank. My family first. Secondly, my husband, with whom I direct and choreograph, and my partner, Kayleen Bankston, with whom I choreograph all the time, a great joy in my life. I thank the City of Torrance again, and I'll share the award with all of these wonderful people. Thanks again, Paul.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
City Cable 22 recently had the opportunity to speak with Dorothy about her career. Let's take a look at that interview and see some of Dorothy's work as well. Hi, I'm Morgan Lofting, and I'm here with Dorothy LaSpina Turner. Hello.
Hello, Morgan.
I'm delighted to meet you.
I'm very happy to meet you, too.
You've done so many fascinating things. Where will we start?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, how did you first become interested in dance in the theater? What turned you on to that area?
I'm asked that a lot of times.
I bet.
I can hark back only to the fact that I was probably a very lazy and very... I did a lot of dreaming when I was a child. Mm-hmm. I sat around the house a lot and I was underfoot a lot, and my sister said to me, get out.
Get out and do something.
Get out and do something. And I did. I lived in New York, and I went to the 92nd Street Y, which is really a very
I know that Y. Yes.
They had a class open in ballet, the only class left, and I went and I signed for it and took a class. And fortunately for me, I didn't see what I looked like in that class because they had no mirrors. But I did see myself after the class in full-length mirror in the bathroom. I had borrowed a leotard, very small. I think it came up to my navel and down to my navel, and I had a pair of socks. And when I looked in the mirror in the bathroom and I saw what I looked like, a first very large close-up, the big feet, the knobby knees.
Oh dear.
The socks, the big hands, and that face, I cried a great deal.
How old were you?
I hate to say that, but I was probably 8 years old.
Oh,
and it was a terrible shock to find out that I wasn't gorgeous.
Back.
I went back because the teacher, the one that taught my class, was gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. She floated around. She walked so beautifully. I thought there has to be some of that will rub off on me.
Yes.
And she was encouraging, extremely encouraging. So by the time I had gone for 3 classes, she had encouraged me to the point where she said, I feel that you can be very good and to remain in the business, which I did.
And you went on to study with some wonderful people.
Yes, I did.
Martha Graham, Balanchine.
Yes. My first classes were with the New York City Ballet, which was then Ballet Caravan. And my first job was with the Metropolitan Opera Company in New York, which was extremely exciting. And I remember standing backstage. I was still very young. I don't really want to talk about my age because I'll seem as if I've been around for 8,000 years, which is probably true.
I know that feeling. We won't talk about it.
Okay, good.
Well, what got you here? What got you to Torrance, and how'd you get started here?
I had done a great deal by that time in New York, even a stint with an elephant in Ringling Brothers at the Ringling Brothers Circus, which thrilled me no end, I can't tell you. I love that. I wanted to stay with that forever. But my sisters had moved here, and my family was here, and I moved here at the time with my husband. They said, wonderful place. By that time, I had my 2 eldest children. And they said what a wonderful place it was to raise children. They were bright. Came here, and I went to take a class. I looked for a class to take at a studio. And I went to take the class, and the next day they called me to sell me the studio.
Ooh.
So that was my first studio.
So there.
And from there, I started there, and from there I went on to several studios until I finally settled at the largest studio, which is now Moore's Dancewear. And I retired, I retired about 10 years ago
But
from
from having a studio.
From having the
but you
studio, I'm
continue
still
to.
working. I've never worked so hard in my life. Yeah.
I mean, you've done so much in the field of dance. Well, what do you want to do that you haven't done yet?
That's a very difficult question for me. What do I want to do? I wish someone would ask me to sing in the chorus of a very large musical. For me, that would be wonderful. I'm a frustrated singer. I have a wonderful ear for music and a voice like a frog. So that's one of the things. I want someone out there, some director, to say, "Oh, come on, Dorothy, just be in our chorus and sing in the corner somewhere."
Danced in
I've
shows.
danced. I've even sung in shows, but I'm ready to do that again.
And
what I would,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What I would like to do, really, is probably there are two musicals I would like to do. One of them is La Cage aux Folles, and one is Chorus Line.
Oh.
Neither of which I've
You want to choreograph
and direct, probably,
Yeah.
or with my husband and Kayleen.
Chuck Turner, right?
Yes,
That's your,
very talented man.
All right. Well, do you have any advice for kids? I mean, for boys or girls who might be thinking about dancing as a career?
Gee, that's a tough one.
Don't look in the mirror.
Don't look in the mirror and don't ever look at yourself. It's a tough one because as a parent, I want to say it's such a tough life. Be careful, don't do it. I want to tell them to be sure that they know it's a business. It's show business.
Yes.
Also to tell them that about 35 years, good years, dance years, and no more, like an athlete, or maybe less. And unless you're a star, or unless you get on camera, or in a television series that goes on, you have a chance of making $85 a week for the rest of your life.
So you better love it.
Better love it, and those that do will continue anyway, whether I say yes or no.
Yes.
The other thing is I do suggest that they get an education or have a backup. A lot of people do this.
You mean a backup job,
backup
a backup
job.
career,
I know
degree,
several people now who have become RNs, male and female alike, and they can pick and choose then the hospitals which they work, and then they're free to do their theater things. And they're still hoping for the big
because
one.
you usually need that extra job,
Sure.
especially when you're starting.
Sure, it's very difficult.
And every waiter and waitress, I think, in this area of the country is an actor.
They're all actors, and I just know how tough it is. But my children are in the business, and they're all successful. So I have no problem.
They're all dancing.
My eldest son had danced for years, and when he married, he became a producer, and we have a production company. We're opening a new show in Reno, May 30th or 31st at the Hilton. And
so this is
his
what
wife
you're
is a
doing
dancer.
now.
Yes, that's what I'm doing
running
now.
back and forth choreographing.
I'm flying a lot, and I'm tired. Now I have jet lag and also daylight savings time lag. So.
Lord. I am so delighted to meet you and to have talked with you.
I appreciate this very much. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you,
How nice to talk to you.
Again, thanks to Dorothy for being with us. And next, we're going to watch some of Dorothy's choreographic work from Annie and from Barnum.
I want to see what's going on inside the tent. Staying home, living day by day. Maybe think, but it can't be duller. Seeing things only black and gray. When the world is alive with color. Doing just as your neighbors do. Maybe wise, but it ain't so clever. Every man has a dream or two. Let them go when they're gone forever. Out there somewhere, just out of sight. There's a world that's blazing with light. Ain't each man alive got the right to stray just a mite from the straight and narrow, shoot through the night like a flaming arrow. Turning back should the highway bend, turning down every chance you're given. Takes a risk on a life befriend. How the hell can you call that living? Staying put in a pumpkin shell is a bleak and depressing habit. There's a ring on the carousel, and it's yours if you'll only grab it. Out there somewhere, just down the line, lies a world of glory and shine. 1 square foot, there's gotta be mine. Once in his life, every man decides. Once when he stands where the road divides. Once on a hill where the morning grows. Once, if he will, he can see those fires glow, flags streaming, spires glow, towers gleaming. In a land where the dawn is clear, in a land where the sun's forever, on a plain where it's spring all year. The somewhere out there, just out of sight, lies a world that's blazing with light. Ain't each man alive got the right? Once in his life to forget the past. In the main ring, ladies and gentlemen, the latest international sensation, the rarest, most beautiful bird in captivity, the Swedish nightingale. Once in his life to behold at last. And Mr. Phineas Taylor Barnum in their amazing Ascension Act with gorgeous pyrotechnic display. With his own 2 eyes, what lies out there?
We Every week, the Torrance City Council tackles the issues most vital to our city's welfare. Torrance City Cable 22 cablecasts the Tuesday night meetings live and replays them every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can be more involved with our city. For airtimes and more information, watch for the program guide on channels 22, 122, and 156. Council meetings are your chance to get more involved with the issues that affect us. Watch them here on channel 22.
For the latest activities and upcoming events, watch the Torrance Exchange. You'll see what's happening in Torrance, take a look at how Torrance has grown, and see what's in store for the future, too. All that and more on the Torrance Exchange. Watch your program guide on Channel 22 4 times. Every year, the city of Torrance hosts one of the most exciting 4th of July celebrations in the South Bay. This year is no exception. Make your plans to be at Wilson Park on July 4th for food, fun, and fireworks. Don't miss out. Last year's celebration was a huge success, and this year's promises to be even bigger and better. That's the 4th of July celebration at Wilson Park from noon until nightfall. See you there. This summer, July 11th, 12th, and 13th, the City of Torrance Parks and Recreation Department is proud to present its 21st annual musical comedy, Rodgers and Hammerstein's memorable classic, Carousel. Get ready for some of the most inspiring and beautiful songs ever written for the stage. All performances will be in the spacious Marseille Auditorium on the El Camino College campus. What's the use of wondering whether you should go? Make plans now to see Carousel at Marseille Auditorium, July 11th, 12th, and 13th. For more information, contact the City of Torrance Parks and Recreation Department at 618-2930.